I can't stress this enough. People need to stop leaning upon their own understanding, man, and actually pick up a copy of the King James Bible and apply it to their life. Otherwise, you're going to be deceived every time. For the last and final time, I'm not sharing any more on this topic. Empathy is a feminine trait. Now, imagine, us guys were training at the gym and we had an extremely stressful day. And we so happened to go home after that day for our wives to give us a great big hug and to genuinely listen to us in regards to the day that we had. Now, offloading isn't always, a healthy thing when it comes down to marriage, but guys, you're being duped. You're being deceived by the devil. The devil wants you to believe that you guys are empathetic, when in actuality we were designed and created by default to be strong, stoic men that so happens to be emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent. In other words, we can control them pretty much. Therefore, we get to choose how we interact with other people, whether it be good or bad, or downright frightening, as you will. So, I want to basically put a stop to this nonsense and expose this life, what it really is. If guys want to live like an empathetic male, then that's on your heads. It's not on mine. Because empathy, like I said, is a feminine trait. And this is why a lot of you are actually trapped and caught up within marriages that are clearly not doing you any favours. You have free will. If you want to remain in those marriages, that's entirely your choice. I'm not going to take that away from you, but it's not the type of marriage some of us men want. Hence why we chose to remain single, because there's too much competition for us, and we're genuinely not attracted to masculine women. Sure, we can work with them, assuming of course they're not prideful or egotistical and trying to overstep our boundaries in any way, shape or form and disrespect us on a whole, as well as disgrace us. We can work with them, but we're not attracted to them. There's a big difference. Think about it. A real man within his frame, his masculine frame, isn't going to be attracted to another man within a woman, is he? Unless you're feminine, you're a feminine male, and you so happen to be within a marriage with a masculine woman. You guys might find that shite attractive, we don't. And we're not settling for a marriage with a masculine woman. It's a deal breaker. It is a deal breaker. We have free will too. And if we choose not to marry a masculine woman, guess what? We're not going to get married with a masculine woman. We know deep down within our hearts and our minds what type of woman we're attracted to. It's the same with women on the weights. Are we attracted to women on the weights? Not really. because they're technically showing us men that they're competing with us. Weightlifting is a male's job, because us men are designed and created by default to be a lot more stronger and advanced than the female. Now, a lot of you women out there are going to bash this and call me a sexist, a misogynist, and God knows what else. I don't give a shit. I will blow your shame tactics, your shaming tactics out of the waters with sound biblical manuscript that will leave you choking on your words and leave you quite literally within floods of your own tears. Because at the end of the day, the weight of all of the hate and persecution that you throw upon us is now weighing in on you. That's how life works. Suck it up, buttercups. Get used to it. And use it to grow and evolve and age like fine wine. And not some sour milk. This is why now I've unfollowed so many people on YouTube, and, you know, I've actually unfollowed man-made religious denominational groups as well. Because people are being deceived. People are being deceived. And until you women get this into your head, a lot of us men are going to remain single, myself included. Because we know, like I said, what type of woman we're attracted to in here and in here. And we're sure as hell not attracted to masculine women that go around acting like men. If you want to act like a man, then go and find some other man to try and tie down. Because it's not happening with us. You can get your victory little wins in, sure. But it's not going to make us budge. It's not going to make us, you know, oh, she's the one. Let's tie the knot now. No. Is it fuck? No, not at all. Can we work with you? Yes. Like I said, assuming of course you're not a man-hater. Do we find you attractive? Absolutely not. Because if we did, we would technically be doing a disservice on us, on ourselves even. And we might as well just be gay. It's a harsh reality. Spiritually, we might as well just be gay. Homosexual. Even though you have the woman parts, we still might as well be a homosexual. Why? Because you're in a man for a woman, and we don't find that attractive. We don't find it attractive. Not in the slightest. Not even a little bit. And this is why a lot of you repel us. I don't know about you guys, but after a hard day, right, you have two choices. Listen up. After a hard day, a stressful day, would you rather go home to a sexually pure feminine woman that so happens to elevate you and be a bundle of joy to be around on a whole, even if it's brief encounters as well, as she's pretty much doing her own things in life? Or would you rather go home to a masculine, bull-busting woman? Common sense, really. I know which one I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose the first option. The first choice. It's a man's job to be masculine. It is a man's job to be dominant. It is a man's job to hold the marriage together. And of course, the feminine woman plays a role too. Because femininity within a woman and masculinity within a man complement one another. Femininity within a man, a masculinity within a woman even, you know, sure, it's going to work temporarily, or temporarily even, but then it's not going to last. Because sooner or later, that said woman will lose attraction for her man, and she will initiate divorce even. I've seen it happen so many times. And you, like I said, you can hate me all you want. You can shame, you know, you can shame me, you can do whatever you want. And I will pull the statistics up, and I will leave you looking like a moron, a fool. And I will also have my comrades of men shame you too, as a form of punishment, as a form of consequence, for even going against me. If you want to play fire with fire, I'm sure as hell going to burn you. So guys, for the last and final time, if those of you want a marriage with a sexually pure feminine woman, you're going to have to remain within your masculine frame. All the time. Not just one time, but all of the time. And empathy is not a part of masculinity. Empathy is a feminine trait. It's a trait you would expect to see on your wife after a hard day. Now, does this mean, you know, we're unable to express ourselves, like, via emotional intelligence or emotional maturity from time to time when connecting with others? No. Because we are designed, like I said, to be emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent. In other words, we get to choose, like I said, who we interact with, how we interact with said people, you know, and there it is. So, once again, you people that are trapped in these type of marriages need to leave us out of it. You've brought it upon yourselves. You chose in that given moment as part of your free will to make that deal, that marriage deal. It's a wrap.